Welcome back, everyone. Did you see the wheels move on that then? Oh, just can't get the staff, can you? Put the sandbags around the wheels. Should have done that in the first place. Good morning, everyone. It's arrived. The parcel. It's arrived. Should we have a look what's in it? This better be the parcel I'm thinking it is. It was one of those ones where the delivery driver texts to say, we're going to be there between 10 and 11. You think, great, that's pretty reasonable. And he turns up at 10 past 8. Quite pleased though, nonetheless. Bubble wrap. Invoice, need that. Ugh. DJI Ronin RSC 2 Pro Combo. Yeah. Heavier than I thought. I was expecting it to be, I don't know, really compact and light. So let's see what we've got in here. Okay. Nice. Nice little carry case for it anyway. That's it in the box. So we've got some obligatory manuals. We've got the eye transfer, Raven eye image transfer system with this as well, so that we can see it on the mobile phone. I don't know if we're going to use it or not. Nice little pocket on the front, look, little flat pocket. I'm sure that's got some design juice. And we've got two sections to this, I think. Oh yeah, so we've got a nice little top bit, which has got all the gubbins in. And we'll go through that in a bit. And then the goodie bit should be, it's almost like the case zippers are waterproof, so they've sealed them. And then we've got your main cables there, and we've got your main gimbal here as well. There we go. And the one thing they've apparently done on this is the locks. They put locks onto the side, so you can lock it into position and keep it there for changing and doing stuff. Nice, nice comfortable grip. So I'm going to go and have a little play with this for, oh, it's even got a little picture under the thing to show you how to put it back together, which is probably needed with me. So I'm going to go and have a play with this for a good few days before I report back and show you some of the footage we've done with it. And then we'll have a proper little breakdown on it and go through some of the bits and all the cables and stuff that you get in. Just thought I'd do this now on this first bit while we've got it, open it up before I lose everything. Yeah, because there's a good chance of that. So we'll stick them in there. We shall take that back and have a little play. And I think it's going to take me a little while to learn it. And the reason we got this is because we've got the Ronin M, the really big version, which is bloody fantastic. But it comes in a case like this. Little bit of a difference. Yeah, just a little bit. And whilst this is absolute beast of a gimbal, it is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, but it's a pain in the arse putting it together for 2 minutes worth of video sometimes. So hence why we've gone and got the DJI Pro. That should handle that camera. This obviously handles the bigger cameras that we've got, which is fine, which this isn't going to do. I know they do a model like that, but when we use the big cameras, it's going to be on the Ronin, to be fair. We want the extra ability that we get with this. So this is going to stay for that sort of stuff, but for quick 2-minute bits of video that we need to pick up, that's what we're going to use. Hopefully, anyway. Right. Hopefully you'll see some results in a bit and my thoughts on this thing. Okay, so once you've got it set up, and my one criticism is that, my main criticism, should I say, is when you put this back into the case, I need to change the settings that I've set. So, I don't know if you can see it up there, but where I've got the markers here, when I've set that, I have to change that and move it to fit it back in the case, which is a bit of pain in the backside. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I should know better, I suppose. But it is a little bit of a bugbear that I have to do that after I get it set up. Now, we've just got the standard lens, the 16 to 50 onto there. This will take my 24 to 70. Big, massive lens onto there, no hassle at all with that. You get a front bracket to put on to support the lens as well, which is great. There's a lot of good features on this. They have thought about everything. We've got a little side clip here that we can just drop on. Everything moves beautifully. You can drop the mobile phone onto there beautifully. Just drop it on, done. We've got another one the other side to drop some other bits on. And it just works. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's just turn this on. Connects the phone easy. Haven't put this on. This is the motor. Haven't put this on either, which is the Raven Eye. It's the camera transmitter. So that fits just under there. So you slide that on into there. Brilliant. Superb. You've got cables. You will have cables coming out of here into the side. Is it the side, the front? Into the front there in the sockets. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. Tap to recenter. So we've got front trigger button. We've got zoom wheel at the front as well. So let's lock this off because I'm just save the motors. When it's locked, it's not going to try and move everything around. So on the front there, we've got trigger. We've got focus wheel onto there. You can set that up for other functions. So it could be for the focus wheel, it could be for the focus talking to the camera, it could be anything. We've got the power button on the side. On the back there, we've got the memory button, so go through 3 settings, or you can press it to go into 360, which will allow me to go forward like that and have the camera spinning. And we'll show some shots of that. We've got the joystick, we've got the record button. Now, unfortunately, as I said, the record button doesn't work with this camera at the moment. I'm hoping they will in the firmware. We've got a back button and we've got a menu button, so I can go into the menu from here as well and change settings. So I don't need to use the app if I don't want to. Having the extra tripod for the grip, superb. That balances. I'm used to using the Ronin M where we've got both hands on it, got real stability. We're still getting that from this with that extra foot onto there as well, which is quite a nice thing. So on the ports, if you see there, we've got 3 ports. One is for connecting to the camera. So on this, it's a micro USB, I think it is, or mini, I'm not sure which, into there, but we've got the cable here for that. So we'll just connect that up into there. We've got the next one, which is going to go to the focus wheel into that. And then we've got the next one, which is going into the Raven Eye transmitter into there as well. So those are all USB-C. We have a USB-C port down here for charging. Charging, I was using the Mac charger yesterday and it took about 2.5, 3 hours to fully charge. And bear in mind, it was pretty much empty. This needs charging as well, Raven Eye. That took about an hour to charge. All USB-C. Admittedly, that charger is a fast charger for the Mac. It was a Mac Pro, so it probably charged a bit faster, to be fair. It's supposed to get 14 hours of battery life out of this. Not tested it, don't intend testing it. I've got better things to do than play with this for 14 hours in a row. Your mobile phone holder is a really nice touch. When you've got it connected, and you've got it connected with the Raven Eye, we normally have an Atmos on with this sort of stuff, and it weighs a bit and everything else, and you can record straight onto your mobile phone as well at 1080, which is pretty neat as a backup solution that you're always going to get that footage. And I think it goes up to 60 frames. Don't quote me on that, I could be totally wrong. Probably am totally wrong, but it records at 1080 onto there, so it's not going to do your 4K, but 1080 transmitted. It's got peak, focus peaking on there and everything else as well. You can select different colors, so you can really get to see if it's working what you want. You can have grid lines and everything else onto there. Really nice addition, makes it super easy and flexible to use. So let's go and test this in the field, now that we've had a play and learned how to use it. Obviously, I'm not learning to use a gimbal per se, because we already use this sort of stuff. So if you're new to it, practice. Go and take it out. Go and have a play. Make sure that you're going to get the footage that you want. One thing to note, and this is a tip, is that on my camera here are those. Fix them down. I use sticky pads, little glue dots, and I stick those to the side of the camera so they're not rattling about, because if you are recording audio at all and that's rattling about, you just ruined your audio. So fix them down, make sure it's not there, and that's it. Nice little thing. I'll be interested to see how long it lasts. As I say, I am quite nervous on that front, but lovely bit of kit. Let's have a play. There you go, hope you like that. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Go and play with it, go and enjoy it. And at the money, you cannot argue. Yes, I would recommend going for the Pro and getting the Raven Eye, because I think it gives you so much more in terms of flexibility and things to do with it. The focus wheel, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter on this because this automatically face focus anyway, and it's going to follow. But actually, if I was using a macro lens and doing some product stuff, I probably would want to use this and have that control in my hand, to be fair. And when they update it to work with the firmware on the camera, then actually it's got extra benefits, and especially if they do that LiDAR sensor as well. That would be amazing. If you like this, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up at least. Thumbs down if you didn't, fair enough. Subscribe for any future bits, and look forward to seeing you soon.